Hello everyone. Greetings of the day to one and all present over here. I am very thankful to the organizing committee for giving us this opportunity to present our paper. I would also like to extend my gratitude towards the chairperson, co-chairperson and moderator of the session. We are a team of 5 members from the Department of Biochemistry, St. Francis College, Hyderabad. Me, Dr. Deepti Soni Jaipuriyar, and Ms. Malti Verma are assistant professor in the department, and Ms. Rhythm, Ms. Smriti, and Ms. Aishwarya are our final year students studying biochemistry. So I would like to hand over the session to my friend and colleague, Ms. Malti Verma, to continue ahead with the presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Deepti. As a teacher, it's extreme pride to have one more group of our students presenting their paper. The idea of the paper is conceived from our experience as a teacher. We could see the stress students were experiencing amidst online learning. Stress during learning process is a thought to enhance memory formation, while at the same time hinders memory retrieval. Together, like a double-edged sword, stress can have both positive and negative effects on student outcomes. To put short, learning online brings unique challenges to students. We sincerely wish that the presentation gives insight, especially to teachers, to have a small thought about this during their online teaching. I wish my students to have a great presentation ahead. Over to my students.
In our paper, we mentioned about a study of the 2013 survey of online learning by the Babson Research Group, where the participants concluded that 90% of them felt, they said, and I quote, "It might be feasible that most of the high school students will soon be taking an online class in the next 5 years to provide relevant educational opportunities for them to meet their career goals. But stress comes from a place of insecurity and unanticipation and not being able to do the daily routine for an indefinite time period. Students might have planned on doing an internship or planned on taking an exam that advances them in their careers. When this all comes to a stop, just like that, stress in an online environment, as we know, is inevitable. In order for this survey to proceed, we designed an elaborate questionnaire where we asked 400 people, out of which 343 students who were taking an online class responded. That accounts for 85% of the total number. This survey had a wide array of questions that related their online class environment and their personal experience doing it. In 3 basic questions, that was age, gender, current level of education, and then 20 questions that correlated to the virtual class and the stress that comes along with it. And finally, the effects of stress, all physically, mentally, and cognitively. The subjects were divided within the age group below 12 years, that was group 1, age 12 to 17 years, that was group 2, and age 18 to 24 years, that was group 3. To back our data, a separate case study was also conducted with 28 students on PSS, that is the perceived stress scale, the SS, that is the screen time versus stress, the SSS, that is the signs and symptoms of stress, and the SE, that is the stress exploration, for a period of 8 days. And now to tell us about the results and the findings of our survey, I have my friend Aishwarya.
The results. The 343 responses collected in our study via Google Forms, and the data was separated based on age and represented graphically in the following figures. In the process of identifying rare and unexpected anomalies in the dataset, to project a pattern or an unexpected behavior, the data was segregated on the basis of age, classified into 3 groups as mentioned before. This criterion would be helping in understanding the perceived stress of students in the electronic environment under varying situations. To support the survey, a case study was conducted with 28 subjects as depicted in figures 8, 9, and 10 as discussed further.
Figure 2 talks about situations which can induce stress in general. The major contributing factor in this category is following of a health regime. That is, 37% never follow a health regime. This can be a correlating contributing factor to the 44% of people who often feel burnout and only 5% who never feel burnout during sessions. It is proven scientifically that following a healthy regime has positive effects on decreasing stress. In figure 3, we can observe that with the increase in the age, the number of study hours increases. This affects adversely on the student, that is, as the screen time increases, various stress contributing factors also add up. Figure 4, 5, and 6 is a comparative study between the three age groups. As the age group increases, so that the ability of the student to adapt to the stress situations increases. But the complexity of syllabus and fast teaching pace may add up to the increasing stress levels and make the student difficult to understand the topic.
Figure 7 manifests general class requirements. Around 47% of students acknowledge to obtain adequate resources like study materials, instructions by teachers. This portrays the adaptability of students to get used to the online medium of education. The upcoming figures are part of the case study conducted. Figure 8 depicts the effects of stress noticed. Electromagnetic radiation in the vicinity are related to flight and fight responses of the body, including insomnia. But it is to be noted that students are more volatile, fragile, and have low self-assurance. Screen time has consequential influence on stress. Figure 9 illustrates the progression of the effect of screen time on mental health versus the amount of stress for the present academic year. There have been brief complaints or health conditions acclaimed to have been developed, like headaches and eyesight. Students of the above mentioned age groups have the potential risk of developing narrowing of vasculature of the retina compared to those who have lesser screen time. Besides, confined to home with less physical activity, independent of which, screen time is also associated with metabolism dysregulation like obesity, high blood pressure, abnormal sugar levels, and poor eating habits. Also, the use of electronic gadgets poses a risk of reduced cognitive capability. The Perceived Stress Scale 10, developed by Cohen, is a tool to study the degree of how stress is perceived by people under similar or the same occurrences. It is a resilient variable in analyzing key factors that have resulted in valuable output in this study.
The study conducted helped us in the understanding of stress levels around students of different groups from school and colleges. Stress studies were in accordance with the similar studies conducted earlier. Our studies portrays that moderate stress levels was found in more students, and it was observed that students were working for a better adaptation to minimize the stress and anxiety in the online classroom amidst pandemic 2020. The efforts were taken by the educational institutes and the teachers to not give a miss to teaching and learning process seems to be working for academic benefits, though the overall development of students in terms of physical and emotional well-being getting compromised. The present study has certain limitations which can be corrected, as we intend to take up the study further, avoiding the biases and a large number of subjects to make it statistically significant. Thank you.